Hey everybody, it's Lisa with Undermine Propaganda. It's May 10th, 2026. Just sitting here on a Sunday afternoon being super annoyed. Had to buy yet another charging cord for my phone. Why? Because every 5 weeks, like clockwork, the cord I buy says it's no longer compatible with my system. Doesn't matter where I buy the cord, how long the cord is, how much the cord is. After 5 weeks, it suddenly appears as a message on my phone that is no longer compatible with my phone. Doesn't say it the first week, the second week, the third week, or the fourth week, but the fifth week. I have to go buy yet another cord. Now, this is something called planned obsolescence. It's part of the system we live in. They create products intentionally made to break down after short periods of time so that we have to purchase items over and over and over. We're not upgrading to get a better item. We're not spending a little more to get something that lasts longer. That doesn't happen in our system anymore. It's planned obsolescence. So every 5 weeks, it's one of the things I get super annoyed about. And I just thought I'd share that with you. Wondering how many of you out there notice that about certain products, which are anything you buy new nowadays, actually phones, computers, cars, anything really. But this little cord has just been, just irritates me. Anyway, speaking of irritating, Elon Musk did an interview with Fox News this week talking about how we need to end Social Security because that entitlement is just basically too much of a drain on our system. Yes, the billionaire worth more than anyone else on the planet, approximately $800 billion as of 2026 and escalating quickly towards $1 trillion, says that we need to end the entitlement, which I hate when they say entitlement. It is not an entitlement. Entitlement is when you get government subsidies like Elon Musk. Social Security is not an entitlement. First of all, people pay into that. 6.2% of your wages go into that for your entire life. And by the way, the people that talk about how it's going to be insolvent and no longer be around because it runs out of funding refuse to lift the cap on it. The cap, which is, as of 2026, $184,000. That being said, anyone who makes over 184, so Elon Musk, we'll just do him for an example. Let's say Elon Musk makes 100 million for 2026. Elon Musk will pay the exact same dollar amount that someone making $40,000 a year pays into Social Security. Our system, you hear it over and over again, it's rigged. These aren't bugs in the system. This system was created exactly the way it works. It was created to have my phone cord go obsolete after 5 weeks, every 5 weeks. The system was created so that Elon Musk pays the same amount into Social Security that somebody making $40,000 a year does. The system was created to work like this. So as frustrated as I get about one little thing, I have to keep reminding myself and remember this entire system is made to work like this. So in order to get true change, to have true change in the future for every American and every life on this planet, this whole entire system needs to change. Not tweaks around the edges like the Democrats try to do, but the whole entire system needs to change. All right, let's go ahead and take a look real quick at good old Elon and his words of wisdom to the rest of us and see what he has to say here. Okay, here we go. Let's get annoyed.
The most important in entitlement spending, which is which is most of the federal spending is entitlements. That's like the big one to eliminate. Is that's the sort of $500 billion, maybe $700 billion a year.
Again, the word entitlement. Entitlement. His government subsidies are entitlements, and that's the biggest one to spend. He says $700 billion a year, less than what you're worth. One man. You know, the average Social Security check in America is $2,079. So let's take a look at some numbers here on that. Okay, guys, just really quick, some numbers right here. The top 5 richest Americans are worth $2 trillion. Elon Musk, 800 million. Larry Page, 325 billion. Sergey Brin of Google, 300 billion. Jeff Bezos of Amazon, 279 million. And Larry Ellison of Oracle, 244 billion. Now, the total spent when I researched the numbers, Elon was a little low there, but the total spent that I researched on Social Security for 2026 for more than 75 million Americans is $2 trillion. So those 5 men make as much as 75 million Americans make on Social Security. And like I said, the average Social Security check is $2,079 a month as of 2026. Elon Musk makes more than that in a second. A second. Wrap your mind around that. This man is sitting there saying that we need to take away a benefit that helps people survive, that people have paid into their entire lives, that people certainly aren't getting rich off of. And he believes that we should take that away from people. That's what he believes. And he's going to push for that policy. And guess what? He's got the juice to do it. Him and all the other people in control have the juice to do that. I mean, can you imagine one human being that makes more in 1 second than the average Social Security recipient makes in a month after paying into it for a lifetime? And that man is advocating to rip that away from people. Again, it is not the system, or is not a bug. It is the system. It was designed to do this, to keep people oppressed and in control. And just really quick too, because my mind has a really difficult time comprehending what $1 billion and $1 trillion is, because I'm an average, everyday, struggling American. This little graphic helps me a lot, at least a little bit, wrap my mind and reconcile the numbers these people spit out like they're nothing. 1 million seconds is 12 days. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. That's the difference just between 1 million and 1 billion. 1 trillion seconds, 31,688 years. And this man talking about ripping Social Security benefits away from 75 million Americans is about to cross the threshold of $1 trillion in wealth. I mean, the system was created. It was created to do this, but this is unsustainable. It is unsustainable. Things are going to start crashing down. Maybe not in the near future, near enough for me. Maybe not in my lifetime, but there's just no way that this can even be sustained. The anger and rage that continues to build in the average everyday American, the war crimes we commit across the world, because we do the same thing across the world that we do here. We indebt people, we immiserate them, we oppress them, we take away their resources, we starve them. We do it here and we do it across the world. And there is going to be a time that comes where everything that's happening now will come crashing down and the system will be rebuilt. Like I said, I'm sure not in my lifetime. I'm a Generation X old lady here in Toledo, Ohio. But as I've said on previous videos, that I will do everything in my power to talk to every person I come in contact with, every friend, every family member, every associate, about how this system is so broken. And it's beyond broken. It's inhumane. And I shouldn't even say broken, because like I said earlier, this is the way the system was created. It was created to work like this. But it's now reached a point where it's just so completely unsustainable when you're talking about a man that makes more than $2,000 a second, taking away benefits from 75 million Americans and growing that make $2,000 a month that they've paid into. All right, I think I got my vent out today. If anybody found any value whatsoever, if you like, comment, share, greatly appreciated. I do want to shout out really quick the subscribers that I have their names. There's 5 of them that I don't. Thank you to you guys as well. But PT0311, David Cordero, Susan Chapman, Hank Roos, and Eileen Anithnid. Appreciate you guys so much. And please subscribe if you found anything of value, like I said. And comment if you have share any of your experiences with this intentional obsolescence that occurs with all of our products and how frustrating it can be, because I know I'm not the only one. Anyway, I hope you guys find some peace in the rest of your Sunday, and thank you so much to anyone that listened. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.